finite. We no longer feel ourselves as infinite consciousness. We no longer feel the nature of consciousness, which is happiness. So this apparent collapse of consciousness into a finite mind entails the overlooking of its innate peace and happiness. And that is why the finite mind, the separate self, feels that it is a fragment, that it is incomplete, that it needs to be completed. And it seeks objective experience, that is objects, substances, activities, relationships, in order to complete itself. It doesn't really want the object. What it really wants is to be divested of its sense of separation and thus returned to its natural state of wholeness, which, from a human perspective, is conceptualized as happiness.
I'd like to tell you about the strangest secret in the world. The opposite of courage in our society is not cowardice, it is conformity. And there you have the trouble today. It's conformity. People acting like everyone else, without knowing why, without knowing where they're going.
People have a kind of intuitive, everyday knowledge of what it means to say the grass is green, or the podium is made of wood, or the cup is blue. All those uses of the word is, we kind of feel like we have an idea of what's going on there. But there's a problem. Even though we know these local and particular uses of the word is, we don't know what being is on the whole. We don't know what being, capital B is, what it is that holds all these little beings together, the small b beings. And that's because being itself is not like any of the beings that being discloses. Are you following this so far? Light is not like the objects that you see in the room. It's a unique kind of a thing. And here I just mean it metaphorically, because I don't know how to literally talk about this in any kind of sensible way.
I'd like to tell you about the strangest secret in the world.
Jelly donut.
Actually, everything is going on and off. It's going because it's an electronic performance. And so the world is coming at you like a movie. And it's all coming out of space. See, the stars vibrate out of space. If there weren't any space, there couldn't be any stars. Couldn't be any galaxy. And so it is, something is now coming out of nothing. Because nothing is perfectly obviously the root of something. You can't have something without nothing. Just as you can't have a baby without a baby. So there is a hollow. And the hollow, as Lao Tzu points out, is the origin of the sun. Or in a way you might say they come into being together. Lao Tzu says, to be and not to be arise mutually. And that's the basis of the I Ching. The Yang principle and the Yin principle create each other. Because they are likened to the south and north sides of the mountain. South side of the sun, north on the shade. And perfectly obviously, you can't have a mountain with one side only. has, however, in it pattern. And this pattern is revealed basically in the flow of water and how it behaves. And this is, I think, why artists love it. Because in water it is shown that the Tao, the course of nature, never makes an aesthetic mistake. The fellow, of course, who complained to God that the stars were badly arranged didn't have a correct view of the galaxy. We are in the galaxy and close by. It does indeed look as if the stars were just randomly scattered. But if you go away to a tremendous distance, you will see that this galaxy is beautifully formed as a double helix. You can see that with many other distant galaxies, although they have varying shapes. Lots are these magnificent double helixes. This pattern is when you clasp your hands together.
supposing that matter is incapable of such intermediate activity, or that such activity may not give rise to intermediate sensation, provided there are organs for taking up and sensifying their movements.
Imagine removing your memories. Imagine removing your bodily sensations, the tingling of your face or your hands or your feet. Imagine you're in a sensory deprivation tank. You have no sights, no sounds, no tastes, no textures, no smells. None of these are essential to you. So you are to continue the undressing, but you're taking off everything that is superfluous, everything superfluous. Now what remains?
Eternity isn't a long time. Eternity has nothing to do with time. Eternity is that dimension of here and now, which thinking in time cuts out.
This is it.
This is it.
This is my...
If you don't get it here, you won't get it anywhere. And the experience of eternity right here and now is the function of life.
And more ideas can come, and there might be something that you find inside that you really love.
If I then explore the relationship between what I am with what everything else is, I discover that what I essentially am is the same as what everything else essentially is. In other words, consciousness is not just the essential reality of myself as a person, it is the essential reality of the universe. And this recognition that what we essentially are and what the universe essentially is the same infinite and indivisible whole, is what we call love. In other words, love is the recognition that there are not two things, that there isn't really a separate subject and object, that we share our being. That's the experience of love. In love, I am everything.
Breathe in, hold the breath as long as you can, and then relax and let the breath deplete itself. Incoming breath energizes the body, while outgoing breath brings relaxation. Let us become aware of this phenomenon. And then hold and relax. As you relax, slowly the breath comes out. The mind dissipates in all directions. मन को चारों ओर फैलने दे। इस वक्त ना कुछ जानना है, ना ही कुछ करना है। This moment, we are not doing anything, nor are we interested in knowing anything. Just let go.
to be things in your dream, the buildings, the fields, the tiger, what appear to be things made of matter in your dream are what the activity of your mind looks like from the perspective of the dreamed character or avatar. There are no real things in the dreamed world. I would suggest there are no real things in this world.
No sun, no moon, no day, no night. Only you project. And who projects this? What happens the next waking state, the first instant of the next waking state? Who is projecting all this? Your mind. What is mind? Thought. What is thought? I. What is I? No. Investigate. I'm speaking of quietness. Now, this is the raft that is going to ferry you across everything and reach you unto your own eternal abode. That you have to see for yourself here and now, not in time. So if you do not think of time and space, then you find yourself that you have already always free, where there had been no death and no birth and no sunshine. And it's not difficult because it is already here. You have to make effort when you have to acquire something which is at a distance, and which you have to win after some effort. No effort. Not even a meditation of a single thought. Here is not even present. You will surely be somewhere else. And that somewhere else has no name. Some call it consciousness, and some call it enlightenment, and some call it freedom. It has no name. Who has given this name? Don't deceive yourself again by any name. And then define some kind of method, ways, sadhanas, practice. So don't have any concept of any method, any practice. Any method, there's no method and there's no way. Way is somewhere when you have to travel somewhere else. Here and now, to stay here and now. What method you need, what way, what effort. So it is called quietness. And when you don't stir a thought, don't make any effort, and then you are not in time. And this is called your own resting place. I don't give any name because I don't want to deceive you. Otherwise you will follow me. Make this method. Make this method. You just try and you will see there exists no one. You are all alone. Not even alone. Not even alone. you can say, when there have been a concept of two-ness, the other, and where is someone else, some other, it is falsehood. Where there is someone else, where there is some other, there is falsehood. Don't touch it, and falsehood is the nature of mind. Therefore, my dear friends, you have come here for satsang, and satsang means association with your own true nature.
Really kind of appealing because it's you obviously can't remember seeing as children because you didn't have a memory system, but now you can infer what it's like to start seeing things afresh.
while output breath brings relaxation. Let us become aware of this phenomenon. Breathe in, and relax. As you relax, slowly the breath comes out.
Plastic substance of the universe flowing in